Welcome to this episode of the Get You to the Top podcast. Today is episode 010616, Collaboration Tools, and today we're going to be speaking about Google Hangouts versus Zoom.us. Thanks for joining. Hey there. I just wanted to give today's podcast a little prelude. We are doing a comparison today of Zoom.us versus Google Hangouts. The idea here is that a lot of the things that are utilized within Zoom, which are fantastic, can also be done within Google Hangouts. There are some different things that are available to you, and I just wanted to show you what is available. And I hope that it's helpful to you. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me directly at info@getyoutoThetop.com or warren@getyoutoThetop.com. I look forward to hearing from you, and I really appreciate your time, and I'm very thankful that you're here spending your time with me. I hope you have a great day. So let's start with Zoom. Here I was working in the evening, just checking out the different options that are available. You can see you can utilize different speakers and different microphones. And you can join by phone or you can join by your computer audio. Now, you can also take a look at stopping the video if you want, and changing your video camera. Here I've just got the FaceTime camera on my MacBook Pro, or MacBook Air, sorry. And then you can select the different options that are available for your camera. And I'm just going to go through some of the other options here rather quickly. These include things like your audio, your video, your feedback, your recording, and where your statistics go. Now, if we look ahead here into actually making the call, you can either email somebody or you can type in their email on your own. You can copy the URL or copy the invitation. So here, I would recommend just typing in the email address and then sending that. And then you can manage each of your participants on the screen on the right-hand side, and you can mute everybody if you're the person who is running the conference. You can unmute them, and you can actually start and record the meeting as well. So that's pretty much what there is there. And if we go back to the center of the screen here, you can start screen share, so you can put a whiteboard. Now the cool thing is
you can actually do iPhone or iPad on there as well. So that's kind of a neat system in that what it utilizes is the Wi-Fi in order for you to connect with that. Now I'll show you a little bit later how we can do that with either QuickTime on your Mac, or I'm not sure if it's available on a PC, but I'll look into it really quickly here to see if it is. Now here I'm just going over the different options that are available for the whiteboard, and it basically brings up a Zoom whiteboard, which is part of the actual software, and you can do lots of different drawings and different annotations if you'd like, and that's that. So it looks like I was having fun there with that. And here you can actually also share websites or web pages, and you can select YouTube and you can share a YouTube video if you'd like. I think I was just trying to see if it would work in here, and it seemed to work okay. Now if we go back to just the main screen here, you can also chat with the members of the Zoom, and you can do it to everyone, or you can select a message that would go specifically to a one person or another. And that is pretty much all of the different options that are available within Zoom. I did stop and start the recording, and it went right to the file that I saved it as. And then if I wanted to end the meeting, I just click leave meeting or end the meeting for all. So I did that, and that's the end of Zoom. So you'll notice that it saves that. And here we have the standard plans that Zoom suggests for their free version as well as their paid versions, Pro, Business, and Enterprise. Now you'll notice that they actually do have 100 participants and 200 participants if that's the sort of thing that you're planning on doing, either having a webinar or something like that. So that's what's available for Zoom. Now we're going to switch over to Google Hangouts. Here we go. And one of the things that I've noticed lately is that trust the plugin option seems to come up a lot. Well, once you start Google Hangouts, you'll notice that you have to trust the plugin again, and that the plugin is blocked if you're on a Mac with Safari. And here once everything starts up and running, you get your own video screen. You can invite more people utilizing their email, or you can copy the link and text it to them as well. So those are the options available to you. And you notice that the video looks pretty much very similar to the last one within Zoom. And I'm not sure why I kept doing this, but here's the settings. You can change your video camera if you happen to have a different video camera, and your default speakers and microphone as well. So those are some of the options for the settings there. And if we continue on, you can check your bandwidth. And if you wanted to do up to 720p or in HD, you can do that. And I believe there's Hangouts on Air as well that you can do. And you can also share your screen of your Hangout to include other things. So you can pick your whole desktop or whatever page you have available that's open on your screen for you. Now you notice when I did this, it gives me that old version of that crazy screen. But basically I'm just sharing this part of the screen with the rest of the people in the process. Or sorry, in the Google Hangout. So I'm going to skip through this real quick, and you can actually start putting funny things on your head if you want, and just doing lots of different drawings as well within the Hangouts, either on yourself or on other people. You can do it on your own. Now, the cool thing about these Hangouts is that they work with up to 10 people for free, and there are plenty of different options available. You can also utilize some other things like YouTube, or there are some other options that you can add as well. One of them is some tools that will allow you to have a questionnaire or a quiz even right on top of your Hangout. So you can take a look at each one of these and add them to your Hangout as well. So as long as you allow it, and then allow other people to help you do these things with you, you can play the games right within the Hangouts. Now the question is, what is it that you want or need from your tools that you're utilizing for these video conferences? Let's just do our comparison here side to side. So here you'll see that Google Hangouts, you just need a Google account, access to your mic and camera, either a browser window you need a browser window. And then you need to add the plugin. It's free. You can have up to 10 participants. It does allow screen sharing, and other apps can be used in the classic version. It's very simple to use, and there's unlimited time for the calls. Now with Zoom, you can have up to 50 participants, and you can do one-on-one meetings. The limitation for the free version is that you have only 40 minutes per call. It does have a dynamic voice detection, which means that if you have more than one person on the call, it'll actually figure out who's talking and put their picture up on the screen. Or you can have it in a different mode if you want, full screen and gallery view. And then you can also have web conferencing and desktop and application sharing. And there are personal rooms, or you can have a meeting ID, which means that you can either schedule it or it can be instantaneous. So you can have the host that has the controls, and you can actually collaborate as well. It does have a higher security than the Google Hangouts. But all in all, I think Zoom is a little bit more robust, and it's more for those people who want to scale with their business as it grows. So thank you again for watching today's version of our podcast. And again, if you have any questions, please send me an email directly at info@getyoutoTheTop.com or at warren@getyoutoThetop.com. Have a fantastic day. Okay, as promised, I was going to do a screen capture of how to do a capture screen on an iPhone, but it's a little bit difficult to do that when you're trying to do the screen capture on the computer. So what you do is you take your iPhone and you plug it in using your Thunderbolt. Once it's plugged in, up comes your Photos library. Let's close that down. And let's close down that. So QuickTime here is open. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a new movie recording. And it comes up automatically with the movie recording as the FaceTime. But what we're going to do is we're going to select the iPhone. And look what happens. Now, let's just say, let's close that down, that we want to record. Well, we can then open up the iPhone and go through to show the different things. One of the things that I wanted to show, that I would want to show a little bit later, is what's called Sweetbeat for heart rate variability. But anyway, the whole idea of this being able to show how to do things on your phone is kind of cool, so that you can share with other people the apps that you have if you're trying to do, if you're trying to show them something specific. So in this case, you can do this recording, and then the recording then goes on to, oh, and when you shake it around, it shows you how the back shakes. It's kind of funky. But so that's the screen recording of your iPhone. I promised that I would do that, and there it is. And then for the PC, you can use Reflector 2 by AirSquirrels. Now, I used AirParrot for a couple of years, and it worked great. Now, this will use for both Android and for iPhone to reflect, basically mirror anything from your mobile device right up onto the screen of your PC. So it's $15. It's pretty inexpensive, and you can also stream movies, TV shows, and more. So this is actually a pretty cool product. Since I don't have a PC here, I can't give you an example, but it is something that you can do for the PC if you are wanting to do the mirroring for your Android device or for your iPhone. That helps.